A very good morning to all of you students. Today we are going to start chapter 16 in science, that is light. Let us begin. So student, what is the use of light in our life? Light is the substance or source. We can see that light is the element which make us to see any object. How? You see here, which is light when falls on any object, we are able to see that object. For example, you just imagine about a dark room which is having no light in it. It is completely dark. So are you able to see any object there? No, we are not able to see the object in that room. Why? Because it is having no light. How light help us to see the object? Let me explain. See, this is light ray falling on the object. Objects are kept on the table, yes? So this light ray is falling on the object and then it returns back to our eyes. See, this is source of light and this is giving light ray to the object, and this light ray returning back to your eyes. Then you are able to see that object. So simply we can see any object when light ray falling on that object returns to your eyes. See, we are able to see any object only when light falling on it returns back to our eyes. What happens when the light ray falls only to your eyes, directly to your eyes? You are not able to see these objects. For example, you do an activity, you go to a dark room, you take a torch and then you light the torch and you just throw the light to your eyes only. To your eyes only. You don't throw the light to the object. Will you be able to see that object? No, because you are not throwing the light to the object. It is necessary the light ray firstly to go to the object and then from the object to return back to your eyes. Yes, so this is the phenomena how we can see any object. Now the question is, here we had seen the light is falling, returning. Light is incidenting on object and then it is returning back. So in science, in light, these main phenomena are termed at different way. How? It can't be say as falling light and returning light. The light ray which falls on the surface, you take, this is a surface and light ray is falling to that surface. Yes, so this is known as incident ray. What is an incident ray? The incident ray is the ray which falls on a surface. When a light ray falls on a surface, it is known as incident ray, is it? So this ray is incident and then it returns back to its previous medium, is it? It is falling here and it is returning back to previous medium. You can perform this activity at your home also. So what do you mean by this ray? What is the term used to represent this ray? See, this is known as reflected ray. How you will define reflected ray? When the light ray returns back to previous medium, it is known as reflected ray. This phenomena is known as reflection and this phenomena is known as incidence. Is it? This is incidence of light and this is reflection of light. You just try to define incidence and reflection your own. Now come to the laws of reflection. So student, we have seen that there are mainly two types of the light ray, incident ray and then reflected ray, and it is falling on a surface. You see, when we draw perpendicular line to that surface, you see here, this is a perpendicular line to this surface. This is the surface and light is falling here. This light is incident ray, this light is reflected ray. Then it make to that angle to that normal. When we draw normal to that, normal means perpendicular to that plane, then these both lines will make angles with these normal. The angle which is made by incident ray is known as incidence angle and the angle which is made by reflected ray is known as reflected angle. Otherwise, this is known as angle of incidence. I is angle of incidence and R is angle of reflection. So these are the two angles made by incident ray and reflected ray to the normal to that plane. Yes. So first of all, we should also try to find what is the ray. We are using this term again and again. You can see here, this is a light source and this is giving some light rays. It is not clear in this. I'll try to show you in other activity. So this is, it is a narrow beam of light. A ray is actually narrow beam of light which itself contains several thinner streaks of light. Streaks means simple lines, just like that. These are streaks. So a ray itself contains many other several thinner streaks of light. We can get ray from any source of light. For example, sun, torch, bulb, headlights, etc. So now you are familiar about incident ray, reflected ray, and then angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So there are two laws, that means a set of pair of laws prescribed for reflection. That is, it is a law of reflection which should be followed during any any research of the light. Yes. So see which are these laws. So these are laws of reflection. See, first law states that angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. For example, for a same ray, that means this ray is falling in the surface and then it is returning back. So this same ray I should be always equal to R. This will not follow for different rays. It will always occur for this same ray. Yes, so angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. I is equal to R. Then second law states that, see, the incident ray, this one normal to the plane, this one middle line, and then the reflected ray, this one, these all will lie on the same plane. It will never happen that reflected ray will go in this plane. Always incident ray and reflected ray will lie on the same side of the plane. Yes, so these are angle of angle of incidence and angle of reflection. These are equal according to first law. Now this is incident ray, this is normal to the plane, and this is reflected ray. These should lie on the same plane according to second law of reflection. Is it? And we will study about some more interesting facts about regarding to the light in our next class. For today this is enough. Thank you. Have a nice day.